This is Blue Gold News Now, your spot for current events, campus news, and everything in between. Now live from Tower Studio, it's BNN with your hosts, Elizabeth Lindahl and Samantha Burnett.
Good evening, I'm Samantha Burnett.
And I'm Elizabeth Lindahl.
Coming up tonight, a City of Eau Claire project finally completed.
How one local church is trying to help starving children.
And your weekly recap of Blue Gold Sports on BNN Blitz.
But first, Blue Gold's taking the opportunity to get to know local businesses. Today marking the biannual Blue Gold All Majors Career Fair. The Career Fair was held in Davie Center and had opportunities for UWEC students to explore job opportunities in the region and beyond. Over 100 employers were in attendance at the fair looking to hire Blue Golds. The Career Fair occurs at the beginning of the fall and spring semesters, giving Blue Golds opportunities to connect with those around them. If you missed the fair but are looking for opportunities for employment, students are encouraged to reach out to Career Services.
After 4 years, the new Transit Center is now open in downtown Eau Claire. The new Transit Center includes restrooms, a sheltered waiting area, and staff offices with a parking garage and apartments above the center. The first bus left the new Transit Center on Monday morning with passengers hopping on the inaugural ride at around 5:50 a.m. According to WEAU, the city says there will be opportunities for tours and open houses soon.
The Sonotech Center will be going back to the 90s this weekend. The I Love the 90s tour featuring Vanilla Ice, Tone Loc, Rob Bass, and Young MC. Several other popular 90s groups will also be performing. The tour allowing for community members to help relive the music-changing decade. The event is in partnership with UWEC Homecoming and allows for those wanting to relive their college days one more opportunity to do that. Tickets are available online at thesonotag.com.
Peace Church on Fillmore Avenue is working with Feed My Starving Children this October. Feed My Starving Children is a Christian nonprofit organization that works with volunteers to prepare food to try and reverse and prevent undernutrition in other countries. This October 24th and 25th, Peace Church is hosting a mobile pack event which aims to pack over 124,000 meals for malnourished children worldwide. Peace Church is hoping to gather 550 volunteers to help pack over the 2-day period. Volunteers are encouraged to register ahead, choosing from 5 2-hour packing sessions that include orientation and training. As spots fill up quickly, if you would like to register, you can visit the Peace Church website.
BNN will be right back after this break.
Stick around for your weather forecast and an update on Blue Gold Sports on BNN Blitz.
Get ready for the ultimate variety experience. Handful is here to shake up your evenings with non-stop entertainment. From jaw-dropping performances to hilarious comedy sketches, Handful has something for everyone. Join us for the wild ride every week filled with laughter, surprises, and unforgettable memories. Don't miss out on the fun. Tune into Handful.
Thank you, Sam and Elizabeth. Good evening. I'm Evan Rosnick with your weather report tonight. It's homecoming week, Blue Golds. We're turning up the heat for our 100th year, not just figuratively, but literally. It's going to be hot the next few days, which will surely help us cook up some good homecoming festivities. Today was pretty warm with some intermittent clouds and wind and an average temperature of about 75 degrees with a high of 78 degrees and a low of 57 degrees. We'll start the upcoming week strong with a lot of heat, staying in the 80s for a few days before dipping down into the 60s. Friday and Saturday will both have a scorching high of 87 degrees, with Friday being partly cloudy and with a low of 67 degrees, and Saturday being completely sunny with a low of 65 degrees. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 81 and a low of 50 before we drop into the low 60s for the rest of the week. Coincidentally, each day will have a high of 63 degrees. Monday and Tuesday will both be partly cloudy, and Wednesday will be sunny. And if those weren't already coincidental enough, both Monday and Wednesday will have a low of 43 degrees, while Tuesday has a low of 39 degrees. That is the highest number of connections between 3 days in a row I have ever seen on my time here with BNN. It's almost suspicious how close everything is. Oh well, I guess there's always a chance that could change. Now let's look at your local temperatures. Tonight we have some ideal weather for spending some time outside, with Eau Claire sitting at a nice 69 degrees. Menominee and Red Wing are 1 degree warmer at 70 degrees, and Lake City and Menominee are Chippewa Falls, sorry, are 1 degree warmer than that at 71 degrees. Meanwhile, the busy Bloomington and Minneapolis, Minnesota are at a warm 74 degrees that we will become no stranger to this weekend. That's all for Weatherin' with Everin. Be sure to tune in next time where we see if the Blue Gold football team won the homecoming game. Wait, that's not my segment. That belongs to BNN Blitz. Well, you still have to tune in for that, so might as well see what the weather's like while you're here. And always remember, let the hunger guide you. With your BNN weather, I'm Evan Rosnick. Back to you, Elizabeth and Sam.
Hi, it's Addison from Home Screen, and to show you the power of TV10, I sawed my logo in half. And now with the magic of TV10, it will come back together. Wow, that sure is amazing. Catch Home Screen every other Wednesday afternoon at mytv10.uwec.edu or on our YouTube channel, UWEC TV10. I want you to be part of the magic.
Thanks, Evan. BNN Blitz is back this week with more Blue Gold sports updates.
Over to you, Marissa and Eli.
Welcome to BNN Blitz. I'm Eli Bennis.
And I'm Marissa Day with your weekly recap of Blue Gold sports action.
After falling to the University of Chicago 4-2 on Saturday, September 20th on the road, Blue Gold's men's soccer stayed on the road to face two more non-conference opponents. The first matchup was against Macalester College on Wednesday, September 24th in St. Paul, Minnesota. Macalester entered the match 5-2 on the season and winners of two of their last three. The match was scoreless until the 38th minute when defensive man Alec Leroy put the Blue Golds on the board with his first goal of the season. The first half concluded in a 1-0 Blue Gold lead, where the Blue Golds were able to hold Macalester to 0 shots on the goal. Similarly to the first half, it was a tight match, but the Blue Golds were able to prevail on the road and secured a victory 1-0. Macalester finished the match with 0 shots on the goal. With the momentum of a road win, the Blue Golds traveled to Beloit, Wisconsin to face Beloit College on Sunday, September 28th. The Blue Golds were first to score once again as Noah Malcook was able to hit the back of the net in the 21st minute for his second goal on the season. Their defense held Beloit to just 1 shot in the first half. With a 1-0 lead well into the second half, Carson Kowalski ended things for good with a goal in the 75th minute to propel the Blue Golds to their 5th win on the season. With the 2 previous wins, the Blue Golds now have 5 shutout wins. This is the highest total through 8 games in program history. With having just 1 home game through 8 regular season games, the Blue Golds will play their next 4 games at home.
UW Eau Claire Wrestling announced their own kind of homecoming this week as they welcome back alumni Jared Stricker and Colton Sund to serve as assistant coaches for the 2025-2026 season. Stricker, the most decorated wrestler in Blue Gold history, closed out his career with 2 NCAA national titles, 3 All-America honors, 4 WIAC championships, 3 NCAA regional crowns, and a WIAC record of career victories. He also went undefeated against Division III opponents in his final 2 seasons. Joining him on staff is Colton Sund. Sund wrestled to 76 career wins, twice captured titles at the 8-man battles, and earned Scholar All-America honors in 2023. A proven competitor and leader, he now brings that same drive into a coaching role. Also returning is assistant coach Jackson Scheichel. Scheichel competed for the Blue Golds from 2020 to 2024 at 197 and 285 pounds. Known for his energy and leadership, he now works closely with the team's heavyweights in the practice room. The Blue Golds will hit the mat for the first time this season on Saturday, November 21st at the Yellow Jacket Open in Rochester, Minnesota.
Coming off participating in the Midwest ITA Regional September 19th through the 22nd, Blue Golds women's tennis traveled to Appleton, Wisconsin to face non-conference opponents Ripon College and Lawrence University on September 27th and the 28th. The Blue Golds made quick work of Ripon in the doubles, winning all 3 doubles matches in 1 set. In singles, singles 1 Liv Herzog defeated Hadley Bernenson 6-1 and 6-2 in 2 sets. In all 6 single matches played by the Blue Golds, they only lost 2 games within those sets. After a sweep of Ripon, the Blue Golds faced Lawrence University, who entered the match 1-5 on the season. Doubles 1 Liv Herzog and Beatrice Felchak had a tough battle against Ann Vendenacker and Logan Kane, but were able to prevail with the 6-4 victory. The win on Sunday represented 2 double ones wins for the pair. Like their match against Ripon, the Blue Golds swept Lawrence in doubles and singles won. In singles, the Blue Golds won all of their matches in 2 sets. With the 2 sweeps over the weekend, the Blue Golds have shut out opponents in 4 of their 5 head-to-head matches. The Blue Golds will carry this momentum into a WIAC matchup versus UW Stevens Point on Friday, October 3rd on the road.
The UW Eau Claire men's golf team put together a strong showing at Grand Intercollegiate in Lake Geneva, finishing second overall with a team score of 575, just 3 strokes behind Dubuque. Drew Maglio led the way for the Blue Golds, taking second place individually with a 2-round total of 139, 3 under par. Maglio carded a 69 in round 1 and followed it up with a steady 70 in round 2. Spencer Lynch added to the scoring effort, tying for 6th at 1 under par with rounds of 71 and 70. Luke Table bounced back from a rough opening round of 76 to shoot a 70 in round 2, finishing tied for 18th. The Blue Golds' consistency across the lineup powered their runner-up finish, setting the tone for what's ahead. Up next, UW Eau Claire heads south to Florida for the Golf Week October Classic, starting Sunday, October 12th at the Raven Course in Destin. That's Blue Gold Golf. Stay tuned for more updates as UW Eau Claire continues its fall season.
That's all for the world of Blue Gold sports. I'm Eli Bennis.
And I'm Marissa Day. Back to you, Sam and Elizabeth.
Thanks, Eli and Marissa. We have an exciting special segment this week.
This year marking the 50th anniversary of TV10 here at UWEC. So we brought back some favorites to chat about what TV10 means to them.
We have Lee and David S., who are both former Handful hosts, and Lee was also a programming director. Welcome back, you guys.
Hi, thanks for having us.
I didn't know we were favorites. I thought we were like the bottom of the chain.
We're just who's around.
Well, anyone can be a favorite.
Yeah, if you're nearby, you're a favorite.
That is fair. So, what year and what semester did you guys graduate?
Well, I graduated my 4th year, the second semester. I don't know what that meant.
Like spring,
spring of 2025. I had to think about that for some reason.
There you go. I also graduated this past spring, 2025.
Yeah.
All right, well, we were just wondering if you guys are still in Eau Claire and what do you do for work now?
Sure am. I'm here. Yeah, I teach English at DeLong Middle School now, and it's a great time. David, what do you do for work?
I'm also still in Eau Claire, and I teach science at the South Middle School in Eau Claire.
So, how did your time in TV10 prepare you for your current job?
I mean, being a host of a show, it's like you talk a lot, and you kind of have to like semi-plan things, which is still what I do. Apparently planning doesn't, leave at any point, so you should probably practice that at some time in your life. Doesn't need to be now. But yeah, just a lot of talking in front of people, getting used to it, prepping.
Yeah, I would agree. I'd say like hosting, being able to talk for a while definitely helps you in teaching. And then I'd also add to being the programming director, I had to be very organized, have all my ducks in a row, and so that helps with like when you're prepping and you're figuring out what you're going to teach and how it's going to work and all of the little bits and pieces. Having done something before that I already had to be very organized in has definitely benefited me.
Yeah, I feel like teaching, you're kind of just putting on a show over and over again.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I teach the same thing. I say basically the same thing to 196 kids over the course of 5 of my classes, and it's the same thing every time, so I just get progressively better at it.
Right.
And yeah, it's just like you're putting on a show.
Yeah, you like rehearse it and you figure out, okay, this is what I got to do, this is what I got to do when, make sure you hit all the parts, yeah.
This didn't work in this class, is kind of screwed now, but whatever. That's what first hour's for.
Oh, your poor first hour.
Oh, it's everyone has poor first hour.
My first hour is very nice. So one of them made me a bracelet that says Weezer. Like the band.
Mine said a naughty word to me. I don't know.
Well, mine's much nicer than yours, I guess.
Apparently.
Well, with that, I guess, what is your guys' favorite TV10 moment?
I would say I enjoyed a lot of the moments on Handful. Particularly whenever there was, we did the spring retreat, and then all the different short films that we made were shown on Handful. It was always really fun, especially being in the studio then, because everybody would come and watch, and you get to see everybody else's work, and everybody's usually pretty proud of all the work they'd put in, the fun edits they did, how they made it kind of silly, goofy, how they incorporated all the stuff they needed to incorporate. I feel like there's always a very good energy during that, and it's a good camaraderie moment as well.
Well, not to have any bias, but my favorite moment was also Handful, specifically the Handful News, because I got a lot of people to come on who I didn't usually get to come on, and I made them do really weird things, and it was always really fun to see how they interpreted doing the weird things. Like, it just said, like, eat banana, and then Addison threw it across the room, which was incredibly funny, and then he just proceeds to look at me and say, I'm allergic to bananas. So I don't know why he did that.
Right, do you think he would have told you about that beforehand?
Yeah.
It's really poor planning on his part.
But it's probably one of my favorite moments, especially when he threw it on the ground and made the most solid smacking noise. Because it just got so chaotic, and that's just kind of how I roll. So.
Yeah. So what is one piece of advice that you have for future tenors?
I would say just like go for it, do the things. It's kind of cliche, but like when I joined TV10, I was a little bit more shy. I didn't like volunteer or do a lot of things. I kind of just stayed to myself. But when I joined, there was like such good energy that I was like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And I like went up to people and was like, hey, can I be on your team? Hey, can I do this project? And it led to a good time. So I would say go out of your comfort zone a little. Try new things, and that's the most cliche advice ever, but guess what? That's what you're getting. David?
Yeah, I'd say like find the group of people that you like kind of like vibe with the most, and then from that like expand out, because like you got to be comfortable somewhere. Like I started doing the camera because I just thought the camera would be the easiest thing to do, and then I found out I really liked the audio board, and so I just like progressively shift, and then I just expanded to doing tech and all that stuff. So like finding what you find the most comfortable with, just doing that until you feel like you can branch out. And there's nothing wrong with sitting around, like doing what you're comfortable with for a minute, like getting used to things.
Yeah, I would add to embrace the bit. There's lots of bits that happen here. Embrace them. Do them more. Do them better. Make them bigger bits.
Yeah, just kind of. You're just not going to be the weirdest one, I assure you.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, so now I have a follow-up question because you brought up the audio board.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sound on the soundboard?
Oh, the soundboard. Oh, it's got to be Max Verstappen. I purposely didn't audio balance it, so it's like extremely loud to everything else, and it makes whoever's doing audio a nightmare for like a solid like 2 seconds. And it was one of my favorite ones to put in there. It was for a single bit in Handful News Now. I don't think I've ever heard it go off again, but it was my favorite one.
Because everyone knows how loud it is. Nobody wants to use it.
That's why it's my favorite. I want one day they're going to be testing audio, and they're going to go, what's Max Verstappen? And not tell anyone, and click it, and everyone's going to be confused.
I have a couple favorites. It's hard to pick. I'm a big fan of the one that just goes, football. you know the one. I'm a fan of that one. I'm also a fan of the one that, what is it exactly? It's like the Weather Boy one. Wouldn't you like to know Weather Boy? Yeah, I couldn't think of it. I'm a big fan of that one as well.
The Taco Bell thing is also really good.
Also a good one.
It fits in almost anywhere.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, our next question is, who is someone that is or was part of TV10 that has left a major influence on you?
I mean, I still hang out with Lee, so Lee was one of the first people I became friends with here. And then Alex Yeager as well was kind of the guy who was like, just be weird, man. I was like, all right, whatever. And then like Lee was one of the people I met early on, so I evidently still hang out with them. Unfortunately, sometimes for them, not me. And then they got me to do more things, and Alex just being just be weird. And I was like, all right. And then the station manager, Annie, when I first came here, I showed up. I wasn't on the mailing list, so I didn't get the memo that they had canceled the like open house. So I showed up by myself, and Annie was like, yeah, I'll show you around. And I was like, all right. Then I stayed, so as I guess slight influence at least.
That's so nice. You're really great too. But I wasn't gonna say you, but you're really great.
Okay.
I like you a lot. You're a good friend. But if we're talking about like people that, what was the question? Like that influenced me specifically about TV10 or when I started and stuff.
Just life in general
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Well, that opens it up. We're gonna narrow it back down.
Yeah.
Joel Conte was the production director when I got here, and he was great. I talk about him all the time. Just kidding. But he was really great. He encouraged us to like try new things. I was intimidated by all the stream team equipment and stuff at first, so he was very much like a very good teacher. And that he'd like kind of walk you through it, and he wouldn't make you feel bad if you were like still not getting it. And he was very helpful at streams and stuff. One time I was at this soccer game, and I think it was one of my first streams, and it started like pouring, and I didn't have a jacket, but I didn't want to, and Joel was like leaving. He had done the first one. I had come to do the second one, and he was leaving, and I didn't have a jacket, but I didn't want to tell him that because that's embarrassing. Why would I say that? And he gave me his jacket and was like, just take it, and then he left. So I wore his jacket. It was very kind of him to do. And a hallmark of a good director. The other person I'd say that's influenced me a lot, who is still in TV10, is Max Harding, our lovely advisor. He's amazing, really great person in general, and a really great resource to talk to about TV10 stuff, video production, media stuff. Yeah, he's a really good guy.
Yeah.
Wow, definitely. All right, what is one thing that you wish you could have stolen from set? Or if you did steal something, what did you steal?
I mean, we thought about this a lot on the way here. That's the only question I actually remembered or read, I guess. I didn't think about stealing much. There wasn't many things, because like the handful bin was like a bunch of just junk that we brought in to be parts. But I did steal my show poster, which I don't know if was planned to being reused, but it sits in my room now, so that's mine. It's not. I'm not bringing it back. You can print another one.
That's fair, yeah. Handful's a vibe. You can't steal a vibe.
Yeah.
Handful's in essence.
Could steal a chair.
You could.
We got one more opportunity.
Good point. I'll have to think about it. If this chair's not here next week, that's why. Be cool if I can just walk out of here with the TriCaster.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're gonna need some help with that one.
Hey, we got enough hands that we could get a TriCaster out of the studio right now.
I feel like stealing a couple $1,000 thing is kind of like a felony.
Well, they didn't say I was gonna. I just said like, if I thought about it.
Oh, hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
If you said hypothetically, they can't get us on it.
Hypothetically.
Yeah. It's like a genie or something.
Or I'd steal the Adobe Suite subscription. That's like through the university. That's like through the university, but still, that's actually what I'd steal.
Yes.
I miss Premiere every day.
Sam just
is
got an account for her
Yes.
laptop today.
She gave me her login, and I love her now because now I can just do it on my computer instead of having to.
Wait, you
to the
didn't love me
studio.
before?
I was about to say, you didn't love her before when you were like show hosts together, just like just the Adobe thing?
Well, on that note, that's all that we have for you tonight.
Join us next week for your latest news, updates, and weather.
And make sure to check us out on mytv10.uwec.edu and at UWEC Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Be sure to stay tuned next week to see if Sam and I are still co-hosts. I'm Elizabeth Lindahl.
And I'm Samantha Burnett. Thank you and good night.